Okay, so back outside, and again, another analogy popped into my head today. Today I'm just going to be standing still. I'll probably pan the camera a little bit, but I'm actually up in the tree fort that my kids and I built last year. Anyway, I hadn't talked any about the nervous system. And the nervous system is probably the most beautiful system we have in terms of like just the thoughts and the way the brain works is just gorgeous. And really think about it. You have feelings for people that are encoded in your brain. Your brain is nothing more than just a mass of tissue. And from that mass of tissue, you can develop feelings, emotions, independent thought. It's gorgeous. Now, those of you who did the nervous system in looking at your projects, you did an excellent job. You really did. I'm very proud of how you guys did. The main parts of your nervous system are going to be your central nervous system and then your peripheral. The central nervous system is your brain and your spinal cord, right? That runs down the center of your body. The brain itself is made up of 3 parts. You have the cerebrum, which is like the thinking part of your brain. That makes up the mass of your brain. Then you have the cerebellum, which, just like it sounds, hangs right on the back of your skull. All right, if you feel the back of your head down to where it meets your neck, that's going to be your cerebellum. That's in charge of all of, like, your balance and coordination. So when you move, you don't look like a robot. It makes everything smooth and fluid. And then finally, you have your medulla. Now, your medulla is going to take care of all of your automatic functions. You don't have to think about breathing. You don't have to think about having your heart beat, or if you did the digestive system, you don't have to think, okay, open the pyloric sphincter and allow the food to pass through my duodenum from my stomach into my small intestine. Because heaven knows, if I had to think about that, I would forget and I would starve. But here's what I got thinking today. As I came out and I'm looking around and I'm seeing all of these branches. Look at that. All the branches on the trees. Those are going to be like the neurons or nerve cells that make up your brain. And if you look at those neurons, look at those little branches reaching out every which way that they can. Why do they do that? To take in as much sunlight or as much information as they can and share it all the way down to the root, which would be in your brain. Okay? The peripheral nervous system is all of the nerves that run out to your fingers and your toes and your lips and your ears so that you can feel all this, like, so you can experience the world, right? Those nerves, it's called a dendritic pattern. They reach out in the form of dendrites, and they try and make connections. Those connections are extremely important. As you guys are growing and you girls are all growing up, it's important that you nourish those dendritic connections. They reach out, experience new things, try something that you think is gross, right? Learn a new skill. All you're doing then is building more branches, making more connections. And the more things you can connect to, the more deeply rooted you're going to be, if that makes sense. All right, if you saw, I changed my icon and I made it into what's called the Tree of Life. All right. And it shows this beautiful branched tree and these branching roots, and it anchors. The more you're able to take in, the more anchored that tree is. The more beautiful your branches, the more beautiful the roots. Okay? I'll do another video describing how the information is passed from one to the other. But in the meantime, just look at how beautifully interconnected that forest is. Look at that. That's all of the neurons in your brain, all reaching out, trying to connect to each other and make these connections to make you a more resilient and strong individual. And then this time of nervousness and uncertainty, being able to solidly anchor yourself in understanding is going to be hugely important. All right, thanks. I'm going to post this one and then put up another one, okay? All right, love you all. Talk to you soon. Bye.